Okay, I changed my mind with the last video, and hopefully this will be the last, but I keep running out of time, which is the problem with Jing. So I had already set the basic font color to white in this, so I'm just going to call this navigation. Typically, you shouldn't need to specify your navigation, but let's just set that, and I could actually redefine, if I wanted to, my H1 tag, but in this case, I'm just going to select this and go to font size, and I'm just going to change that to 18, and I'm going to go font 2, and obviously this should be font family, Arial, and font weight bold. So I've done that. So now to basically add my links, like let's say I'm getting a split view, because you always find yourselves getting stuck. Um, so when it comes to links, there's a lot of ways to do it, but I'm going to show you a real easy way that if you want to do CSS, just do a new file, HTML, and go up to Modify Page Properties, and click on Links. You'll notice it says CSS. So here you can decide, well, I want it to be, my links to be Arial. I want them to be 14. I want the link color to be, let's say at least in this navigation, white. I want the rollover color to be, let's say, orange. I could even play with this. I want it to only show the underline, and I hit OK, and what it does is it embeds this in here, but I can easily just take this and cut it, come over to my CSS, and put it wherever. So I'm going to go at the very bottom. Now, and so just like that, when I go to make a link now, if I go to HTML, it's going to apply those styles. So the problem though is it now is going to do those styles throughout the whole website. So even over here in the content, when I go to add a link, it's going to be white, which isn't going to have the contrast that I want. So I'm going to do a save all, and now I'm going to preview this. I actually didn't need to do a save all because I really don't want this other file anymore, so I get rid of that. But if I go and look preview, it works exactly like I want. I'm going to pause this for a second. But I might want to have just a specific class. So I'm going to actually go back to this. I'm going to go to expand it, and I'm going to copy all these. So I did a Control C, give space and paste, and then down here I'm going to actually do a setup for a class. So I'm going to call this left nav, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to copy it right in all of these. We hit pause while I do this. Okay, so I did all that. So I'm going to go back to my design. I'm going to save all. So now when I click on this link, if I want to down here, I can look down here and I should be able to see my class, and I do. So I'm going to make sure that I add that to that. I'm going to pause this for a minute and preview. But now what that allows me to do, because it works exactly the same way as before, so I didn't change anything with the class, but now if I go back into my CSS and I go to change the regular one without that, I can now change the color, for instance here, to be back to black, or let's say I want to keep that rollover color. I can go down and change my link colors. There it is. And so then when I put a link in the main page, it will show up. I'm going to pause and show you. Okay, so now in this main A link, I changed it to black. Now when I type in my link here, it shows up in black, even though over here they're white. And then when I look up here, I can see I have black with a rollover orange, white with a rollover. So that's how you do it.